Hi everyone, it's Marissa and Aria Fitness here. Today we're going to go through some static stretches here in Edgerton Park in New Haven, Connecticut. So we're going to go through some stretches through your whole body that you can take after any workout. If you run, if you dance, take these stretches for about 30 seconds on each stretch to hit each muscle. So let's get started from the bottom going up through the body. We're going to take these calves. Getting a little bend in your knees. We're going to take that right foot forward and we're going to start to pull the toes up. You're going to feel it through the back of your leg. To get this a little bit deeper, you're welcome to hip hinge and then fold, even pull your toes. You're going to feel that more. We're just working one foot at a time. And very slowly we want to come back up. Let's do the other side. So we want to hip hinge here, start to pull your toes up. I already feel it right here, but to go a little bit deeper, you can come down towards that, even pull your toes. Rest your hands anywhere along that leg, or keep your hands up. We just want to hold and breathe into the stretch. And very slowly come up and out. I'm going to take a quad stretch. So if you want to go hold on to something, grab a chair or a wall, or otherwise it's some balance here. You're going to hold at your ankle, flex your foot, and now you're going to feel the front of your leg through your quad stretching here. So you just want to stay nice and tall. Pelvic tilt, tuck your tailbone under. I already feel that a little bit more intense here. Let's get 2 more breaths here. Just want to be patient in your stretches. And letting that go, we're going to find that on the other side. Flex your foot, grab at your ankle, stand nice and tall. Try to get your knees so that it is straight down. We don't want to let the knee come out to the side. I feel this through the front of the leg. To get a little bit more, I can tuck my tailbone under so that my back becomes flat, core becomes tight. Get 2 more breaths. Letting that go. So now we want to hit the hamstrings through the back of your leg. We're going to do one leg and then the other. This is great because sometimes our body feels a little uneven. One side is a little more tight. So we're going to stand with the feet underneath the hips. And then we're going to take your left foot and just step it back. And now that back foot is going to point to a 45-degree towards your mat. But I want you to take your hips back square to the front of your mat. So it doesn't need to be a too wide of a stance here. We're going to take that hip hinge. Just make sure your hips don't sway out or sway over. We want to keep them in line with your mat, in line with your knees. And now we focus on this front hamstring. So you want to hip hinge here and then allow yourself to fold down towards that leg. And I really feel it into this right front leg hamstring. Aria, come here. Hi. Hi. You want to have some patience in this stretch. If you want to release your head so it goes upside down in an inversion, you can, but you do not have to. You can stay upward a little bit more. And very slowly coming up. So let's take that to the other side. We're going to step that right foot back. The foot is to a 45-degree. Make sure your hips stay square to the front. Start to hip hinge. You're going to feel it now into this left hamstring. Feel free to stay up here. You can go a little bit deeper and then add in a flex if you want. Good job. Get 2 more breaths. Press through your heel to release out of that. We want to keep that left foot forward. Start to take your right foot back. Coming down into this nice lunge. Making sure that your knee is right over your heel. And you can let the hips start to push down. Keep yourself square. Let your hands reach open. And then get a lateral stretch. Option to pull at the wrist. Get 2 more breaths. And release. So just double check that your knee is right over your heel. And now we're stretching into this left hip flexor. So keep your hips stacked. We're gonna let those arms reach open. Let your hips start to sink forward. And we're gonna add this little lateral stretch for that left side. So you're gonna just lean. Awesome. Big breath, thinking about right here into your hip. Think about lifting up and then leaning over just a little bit. If you want a little bit deeper, you can pull your left wrist. Get 2 more breaths. And releasing out of that. So now we're going to stretch out the glutes. So you can find yourself in this L seat right here. And we're going to take that right knee inward here. This might be enough for you. Try to sit nice and tall. Option to take that foot and cross it over and really hug your knee into your chest. If you want to feel the stretch into this right glute a little bit more, you're welcome to take a gentle twist. Just making sure you breathe here. And let's get 2 more breaths. Releasing that out. Let's take that to the other side. So you have the option To sit tall, bring in that left foot this time. You might feel it into your glute enough right here, and you can stay. You have the option to cross that leg over. Really try to find as much length in your spine as you can. If it's really difficult, you could always sit on a pillow. And if you want, you can add a gentle twist. Feel it into your glute. Make sure both of your hips stay firmly planted. We just want to make sure we hold the stretches long enough. Have patience with each stretch. Let's get 2 more breaths. And releasing out. So we're going to stretch our chest. You're welcome to sit crisscross. You're welcome to keep your legs out in front. And we're going to take those hands right underneath your shoulders, fingers forward. And just start to let your chest open up here. Even let your eyes open upward to the sky. Breathing into your chest. Feels really good if your legs are out long to point through your toes as well here. Really arc through your back. Good. Get 2 more breaths. And releasing. We're going to stretch into our back. So we're going to come to all fours. And we're going to arc up. Make sure your wrists are under your shoulders. Knees are hip distance apart. And just find this nice arc. Let your head hang. Chin tuck. And just start to breathe between the space in between your shoulder blades. And just hold this nice arc. And release. So we want to stretch our triceps through the backs of your arms now. So we're going to reach down past your shoulder. So we don't want to reach the opposite shoulder. We want to reach down that same shoulder and then pull that elbow. This is a really nice stretch here. We just want to make sure we hold it for around that 30 seconds. I'm doing it standing, but you can also do this while sitting as well. Getting 2 more breaths. Pulling your elbow a little bit more. And release. Let's take the other side. Remember, you want to reach down that shoulder. And you can also do this from a seated position. Get 2 more breaths. And release. Now we're going to stretch out our biceps and our forearms, and again you can do this standing or from a seated position. So I'm going to flip the palm away, pull the fingers down. You're going to feel that stretch through your forearm up into your bicep. Just make sure you breathe. Two more breaths. Letting it go, let's stretch to the other side. Palm away, fingers towards the floor, and then add that little pull of your fingers towards your body. Get two more breaths. And release. And take the hand, we're going to pull at the wrist over and take your head over to the side. Feel down your neck into your shoulder. Pulling that wrist over, focusing onto this left side. And then take the other side. So I'm pulling the wrist. I can take my head opposite, so it's stretched down the neck into the shoulder. So try not to let the hand come low. Get the hand so that the arm is close to parallel with the floor as can be. And again, you can also come into a seated position. These stretches can be done from seated, standing. You can sit in a chair, sit on the ground. Just try to get in these stretches at the end of your workouts. One more breath. And release. So thank you so much for going through these static stretches with Aria and myself today. If you enjoyed this stretch video, please check out some of my yoga videos and subscribe to this channel to see more videos coming every week. Thanks. Bye.